How's it going, guys? Welcome to the TwoPennyGames Piggy Bank.
Piggy Bank.
This is our casual gaming podcast with my casual gaming buds. On my right screen, left, Connor, Elliott.
I don't know if that works. What you just said, we'll say it does.
No, it works. I just
does?
had to think about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to move over?
No, you're fine.
No.
Should be fine.
Maybe a little bit to your right.
A bit. You somehow always like
I don't know how
move to
you're.
your
I
left
don't know
a
how
little
you're
bit.
scrolling that way.
I don't.
And then across the table from him, Tavin Bothel.
What's poppin', players? How we doing this fine week? It's the end of the year.
You didn't change.
I didn't change. I pressed the wrong button.
Now look at you, Tavin.
No, I'm
now
on
you're
the
off
side.
center. What did you do? Fucking.
Maybe
mess it
everything's
up.
broken. Who knows, guys? Who knows? I'm trying my best.
I haven't seen you guys since last year.
Happy holidays.
It's still the same year.
Not on the
By
recording.
by the time they see this, Connor.
Not on the recording.
By the time they see this.
Every Saturday at 8 a.m. Central when this is uploaded on the youtube.com/@TwoPennyGames.
In fact, shout out Ovi
Mustiliev.
for being in the live chat here with us, saying they joined a premiere broadcast. Yes, you did. But, of course, we are recording this, and it's going live over at youtube.com/@TwoPennyGames and mainstream podcast services of your choice,
Indeed, over on twitch.tv/TwoPennyGames.
where we stream it every Monday afternoon.
It's true. Of course, this is a very special episode
It is.
of our Piggy Bank Casual Gaming Podcast because at the end of the year, it's time to see who won. It's me, Fantasy Critic.
Mm-hmm.
I won for the second year in a row.
You did. Congratulations, Phil.
That's me. And
You
then we're
won't
gonna
shut up
The
about
gap,
it.
much smaller this
much smaller, still
smaller.
substantial. Still substantial, although much smaller than last year. But
The big thing is, Flight Simulator let me down.
Yes.
In a big way.
we'll get into that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a little post-mortem of last year, along with doing our draft for 2025. And of course, let's just go ahead and dive in from the bottom of the list.
Before we do that, Tavin, look at the appreciation shown to you in the chat. You did for all the times you worry about pronunciation.
It's definitely him.
It was me. I pronounced it correctly.
Definitely him.
I pronounced it correctly first. He just followed me. Anyway,
well,
no problem,
Never
Ulvi.
mind, Next time.
I got you. I got your back. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into last year.
Do you have the numbers? I don't have the numbers ready.
You can pull them up right there.
Where's the? Oh, there it is. There is
2025?
I didn't know.
here's the guy that's the host, and he's
go to
making everyone else
2024?
do all the work.
And then if you want to change the 4-person grid so we can.
Oh yes, sure. Well, here we go. So Commander Taz Shepard ends the year with 170 points.
In last place.
Comeback Connor ends the year with 165 points, but
But-
we are going to add 17 points to that.
Make it 82.
182. Because he didn't get his credit for Path of Exile 2 like we thought he was going to. And we're going to sort of fix that this year to where it works. And then finally in first place is 213 is Phil Shoemaker.
Phil
Congratulations, Phil. So yeah, the big thing, if I can so humbly start, for me is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 let me down in a big way. Flight Sim 2020 had like a 93, 92.
I think it was 92.
I can't remember.
Something high.
And this year it is a 75. So that was completely unexpected, kind of shocked everybody. Because I know, like, watching other fantasy critics, Flight Sim got drafted a bunch, and it has let a lot of people down.
A lot of people down. It was a lot of people's first or second pick. It was your second.
Yeah, it was my second pick right behind Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which did deliver, so great for that. Other than that, like, I'm doing okay in the beginning and for the most part at the end of the list, but I'm really struggling in the middle, where I saw Phil draft a bunch of games really early in the year, and I let that intimidate me, so I also went and drafted a bunch of games, and many of them were garbage, and I should have just stuck to my guns and stuck to my gut.
I do. Sorry, I don't want to. You're on such a roll, and I don't want to derail you. I just realized we didn't introduce what Fantasy Critic was. Fantasy Critic is, of course, the video games analog to fantasy sports, wherein at the beginning of the year, we draft a list of originally 9 games to start, and we fill out that list to make it a full list of 18, along with counter picks, and you get points based on how they review. So let's say a game scores as a 78 on OpenCritic. This is, of course, fantasycritic.games if you want to participate yourself. But if it does score a 78 on OpenCritic, you would award yourself 8 points on your Fantasy Critic list. Then, if it gets up to a 90 or higher, there's an additional point added. So if you get a 92, that is 24 points. But of course, we will.
And of course, it's every point over 70 gets a point. Below 70, you start losing points.
That's correct. Yes. If it once you get that below 70, if it's a poor game, it will lose you points. However, if you counterpick a game and it goes lower than 70, you gain those points that the other person would lose, and vice versa. If you counterpick a game that does well, you stand to lose points. But you want to fill out those counterpicks because if you leave it blank, you will automatically lose 15 points. That being said, Connor, you counterpicked 2 of my games last year, which, if you had left them blank, would have netted you the same amount of points that you ended up with because they added up to 30.
He counterpicked 3 of your games.
Well, one of them didn't come out. I was saying, so he had the first one that he counterpicked was Unicorn Overlord. That scored 18 points for me.
Big oops.
Blackmouth Wukong, he also counterpicked, which got me 12 points, which adds up to a total of 30, which would have been the same had he left those 2 spots blank. Would have still made negative 30 points.
Game was rigged from the start.
So, Connor, you actually did pretty decent this year.
Did really well.
Yeah. Especially in comparison to last year where... I'm sorry, my friend, you did atrocious. But
I know.
You did well this year. Tekken 8, Shadow of the Erd Tree, all scored big for you. Metaphor ReFantasio scored big for you. And then a couple of other joints that did really well. You are the only one, I believe, to have a negative scoring game. And in that, you have...
He has multiple.
2. Am I right? Yeah, just 2. One being Flintlock Siege of Dawn, the other Concord. Now, I attest to this day, and I understand this puts me in an even greater deficit of points, but to this day, we should have taken Concord off the list. If PlayStation's taking Concord off of
Marketplace,
existence, then he should be able to have
he got to score
those 6 points back.
He got to score.
It is.
It
what
did
it is.
get a score on OpenCritic, and that is what we go off of.
Yeah. And then Phil.
Yes.
Oh, also, it's worth saying Phil did some really, really good bidding. He only had like 3 slots open for most of the year and did some really good bidding and one very strategic drop because you get 3 drops per year before a game comes out.
You get
and one very strategic drop to counter bid me for Neva, and then a lot of other really smart pickups like Astrobot. Did you? That Astrobot won you the year.
I think so.
Yeah,
sure.
I
think that's accurate. Ending the score with 213 as opposed to I think I was over 250 last year.
Yeah. I want to say you were in the 260s last year.
Yeah. It was another good year. I get to hold on to my trophy.
You can. Yes, indeed. But yeah, and then Phil, your scores remain fairly consistent throughout the year. There's a couple of single-digit guys in here, but nothing scores below 5 points. I think I had one score 5.
And one at 5.
Oh, I had Blood. Yeah, just Blood scored 5 points.
What's the other one down there? No.
Oh, unless you want to count my blank spot because Monument Valley 3 was the only thing left, and it was like Monument Valley 1 and 2 scored decently, so I thought maybe there was a chance.
The game released, it just doesn't have an OpenCritic score yet, so...
Yeah, so,
doesn't even have a page.
Could change any day, because, of course, I was certain, where is it? Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom was going to be blank for the rest of the year, because it was blank for like 6 months.
I was so happy.
Oh, I was so mad.
God,
I was like, all right.
I blew up the Discord chat, so I drafted that one, I want to say in like April. Because that was an early game.
I think that was one of your first things because you in the first week because you ended the initial draft at
with Showtime.
Was it Showtime?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So you went down all the way to like Rise of the Golden Idol like in your first few days.
Is that the case?
Yeah, you bid heavy in the first week. In the first week, you like filled that shit out, and in some ways it worked out for you. Some ways it didn't.
Yeah.
There were a lot of games. Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom was unscored for like 6 months, and then there were a lot of games that got pushed out of the year. After you had them.
A couple of things that kind of didn't work out for me the best. Another Crab's Treasure. I played that game. I think that game is worthy of like probably an 82. only got me 8 on that one. Another Crab's Treasure.
Is that the one where the crabs fight?
No, it's a
play as
Hermit Crab Dark Souls.
Yes, yeah.
Hermit Crab Dark Souls. It's a very fun game. Didn't finish it, kind of fell off. And then Splatoon 3 Side Order. The other DLCs for Splatoon 3 seemed to score very well. That one, not the case. Homeworld 3, that was, see, Connor actually picked up a game that I dropped earlier in the year. And can you scroll up for a second, Tavin?
Frostpunk 2.
Frostpunk 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I dropped Frostpunk 2 instead of Homeworld 3. I was between those two, of which I was going to drop. I just flipped the coin and landed on the wrong one. So I would have been more ahead had I held on to Frostpunk rather than Homeworld. And yeah, I think overall solid year from me. Really looking forward. Oh, also Brothership. What a fucking disappointment that
Yeah, that one caught me off guard. I was expecting double digits for Mario and Luigi Brothership. Kind of shocked that didn't work out.
Yeah.
I can't get. Let me see. Right away. Anyways, keep talking, bro.
Yeah, very disappointed with how that game turned out. Both in the fact that like I was looking forward to playing that game and also to how it was scored. Because I had it on Fantasy Critic, of course, and also was looking forward to playing it myself, and just I could not get through more than I think 6 hours of that game, because it was just rough.
Very damning.
Very tough to have a series that I enjoyed so much on the DS just not really do well on the home console. But as soon as Tavin gets set, I think we're good to go ahead and start up the next year.
Yeah. So we spun a wheel of names to determine the order, which is, I believe, what we did last year as well.
It is.
If memory serves. Yeah. So the way that broke down is Connor is going first, Phil is going second, and then I'm going third. And of course, this is a snake draft pick, so it will go Connor, Phil, Tavin, Phil, Connor, Phil, Tavin.
I'm in the hot seat.
I honestly, when the draft is this small, it's only the first few that it really matters. So I think I've got the biggest advantage here, but you being in the middle makes no difference to Connor being in the first. And the only reason I get the advantage is just because the best games get taken first, right? So like I get early pickings at 2 great games.
No, the last 2 years where I won, I was in the third spot. So
Who knows? Well, again, that early thing. But again, I mean, you say that. Other than Astrobot, what I got both this other than Astrobot, I got the highest scoring games of the year with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Tears of the Kingdom the year before. Am I right in that?
I think Shadow of the Erdtree was higher than
I think so.
Final Fantasy.
It might have been. You're right.
Like 94 to 93, I think it
It was close, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is something like that. You are correct. Anyways,
Ulvi, it's actually Tavin, not Kevin.
Easy mistake to make.
Tavin.
Like Gavin with a T.
Yes.
To get, like, it's so hard to say. Every single time he goes up to a drive-through, he just says John. Or what do you
James.
say?
James.
Yeah.
James is my middle name,
Like,
so I go by
just
James.
screw it.
For any one-off interactions like a drive-through or like I used to do it. I don't do it for like substitute teachers. I just let them mispronounce my name.
Tavin?
Yeah, I just don't.
Devin.
If I see you every day or multiple times or whatever, then yeah, I'll correct you. But like if it's a one-off and I'm never gonna see you again, I don't care.
Yeah.
Connor, let's get it started. You are starting off the draft.
Indeed. We've all put together lists for what we want.
What we want, indeed. All right. Off of the.
There we go. The draft is currently in progress.
It
It's
is.
your turn to draft. And I will draft a game. And I will draft for my first pick. My first pick before you guys decide on 4 different games, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, after your first pick, 4 more games will go.
Correct.
I'm tempted to do one game, but I'm going to do the other one. Follow my heart. My first game is going to be Elden Ring Night Rain.
Yep.
Not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all.
I made the mistake the first year we did this in counterpicking Armored Core 6 because I did not believe Armored Core 6 was making it that year. I learned my lesson very hard. However, I don't think that's going to be on the level of Elden Ring or even Shadow of the Erdtree. You're probably looking at closer to an Armored Core 6 scoring, so
84.
Yeah, 14 to 18 points, somewhere around there.
I have faith.
I can't remember what our Armored Core 6 got.
I thought it got 18, but I could be wrong.
You might be right. I think I'm incorrect.
So there we go. First pick. Not mad at that one at all, Connor. Solid first pick. Bill, where are you starting off?
I'm going to start off with, I think, it's an early banger to the year. Monster Hunter Wilds.
Damn!
Oh, shit!
That was going to be my next pick.
Oh, fuck! I didn't... Oh, okay.
Did you not even think of that one?
No, I did. I just didn't think it was going to be a first-round pick.
If you remember, it's one of the most anticipated games of next year.
True.
For good reason.
I'm starting, gentlemen. Again, a pick that probably isn't a very good first pick to grab. But I look at things such as the Demon's Souls remake. I look at things such as Shadow of the Colossus remake, and those both scored around 90 on OpenCritic. I forget the exact numbers, but
Going for a heart pick here.
Yeah, I think they went like 90, 91. And then I look at like The Last of Us Part 1, which scored, I believe, somewhere in the like low 80s. So like not a terrible range that I'm working with here, especially if I go off of the Silent Hill 2 remake, which got high 80s.
87, I want to say?
Yeah, somewhere around there as well. So I am, Phil tried to troll me last year with this pick.
I wasn't trolling you.
It didn't work because he's a fool and thought it was coming last year. And it is, in fact, coming this year.
I wasn't trolling.
And they have a rumored Metal Gear Solid 1 remake unannounced button here. That's ridiculous.
For a second, I thought that's what you were going to do.
No.
And I was like, what?
No. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I'm drafting as my first pick.
Yeah, and after the first round, let's go. I meant to call out our publishers as well. Connor is Coke Connoisseur.
Which kind?
Who knows?
Who knows?
I am Phil. I'm Shoojima Productions. And then we have Tavin Bothel, Tasmania Games.
Tasmania.
Not a real country.
And then,
It is.
gentlemen, we're in a tricky period of time.
Go ahead.
We're early in the year. We don't know what's happening. But almost assuredly, the Switch successor is coming this year. And now it's the big question of what comes with it. And I believe the rumors. I believe the talk of the town. I believe the word on the street. For my second pick, I'm going an unannounced mainline 3D Mario platformer.
All right.
I knew it.
All right.
It's a safe bet.
All right.
I think, did it go back to Phil?
It should go back to me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Both my things are.
All right. A little tricky here.
Little tricky here.
A little tricky. I'm between two.
Damn, Monster Hunter's gone. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with, it's going to be Nintendo back-to-back here.
Oh, here we go.
My second pick, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
That was going to be my next one.
See, I don't have... I have that on one of the low... Like, those are my backups when I'm running low because they restarted development. Now, the trailer that they have released does look good, does look quality. You're not getting single digits off of that. For sure not. But a Metroid Prime game is tricky because the first one is what the first one is, but the other two, not so much, right? So
You just had so much time,
Yeah. That one's a tricky one, but Nintendo's on a hot streak, so I can't at all say that that's a bad pick.
Which two, come on.
I feel like Metroid 4 also is going to be like the amazing return people have been waiting for Metroid. Like
Metroid Prime.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. I think so as well. It's just how much amazing is it?
I think it's going to be up there. That's why I was going to do that next, but I guess I have to move on to something
High
else.
80s at least.
Yeah. Easy. Well, I'll bite the bullet.
Okay.
GTA 6.
There it is.
See, if you didn't pick it there, I was going to do it next.
He's going to do it next.
I knew that was my last time to do it, and I was like, you know what?
I mean, you get two picks here.
You do.
So don't forget.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Not that it matters, but you have another one coming up right now.
Yeah.
GTA 6, of course, like somebody was going to grab it. I'm of the camp. I don't believe it's coming this next year.
Even if it doesn't, it's going to get a date where you can drop it.
Yeah.
For sure. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And also, I mean, I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong,
if you're wrong, it's the biggest game of the year.
That's big money. That's big money. Now, of course, hype and sales, it's going to be the biggest selling game of all time, XYZ, biggest media thing ever to happen. But will it score? Will it rank? More than likely it will. More than likely it will.
Absolutely.
It's really just the bet of if it's coming out or not. Which
That's the bet you're making.
That is it.
I was gonna make that
What is the floor for GTA 6?
or
The floor. What is the lowest possible score GTA 6 can get?
87.
yeah.
I'm around there. I was going to say like an 88, 87, somewhere around there. Yeah. Highest, like a 94. I don't think it's crossing 95.
Yeah, I can see
What did
that.
Red Dead Redemption 2 get?
88.
Really? Interesting.
Olvi, I'm not sure if I agree. Their mainline releases are usually quality.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same thing as the remastered trilogy.
They used a porting house for the trilogy. Am I
true.
wrong in
They
that?
did.
It wasn't a full like studio
Yeah.
re-release.
So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna be a tricky one.
And I
It's
think
gonna
a
be
lot of
tricky
the technical problems that come with GTA was really for the online as opposed to the main game.
And you know what? It may be weird because how are reviewers going to grade GTA 6? Are they going to grade it off single player and then multiplayer is going to be a different grade, much like how IGN grades Call of Duty on 3 different scores? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or
It depends on how they release it. If they release like GTA 5, they're going to go just off of the single player.
off that single
and then-
player, yeah. But then my question is, do reviewer, if online comes out 2 weeks later, right, or 3 weeks later, the embargo drops, everybody's at 10s, but if online drops and it's a mess, do those scores come down to 8s?
I'm not sure.
And do those things get updated in OpenCritic?
Did that happen for 5?
No, but we're in a different era now than where we are when 5 started. And for Red Dead Redemption 2, online doesn't matter as much. Online for GTA, I would argue at this point matters more than the single player being good.
It does.
Yeah.
That's what gives the game life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, GTA 5's been out for 12 years.
Yes.
No one's playing the campaign still. People are playing the multiplayer still.
I mean, people still buy. I get TikToks all the time.
People are playing the campaign.
Yeah,
People
comparatively.
are
I
still
guess.
playing the campaign who have never touched it before. Which
Hey.
is crazy to me.
It's insane.
Never too late, I guess.
Kids are turning 18 every day.
But my
Isn't
next
that
list.
crazy? I mean, for a lot of people, I think myself included, I wasn't able to buy GTA 5 without like getting permission from a parent.
Yeah, that would be true just because I was 16 when that game came out.
2012, yeah.
2013.
2013, you're right.
Connor, your next pick.
I was thinking about guessing, I should say, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go for something that should be coming out and getting a high score, Civ 7.
Fuck!
Yep.
Yeah, the last game had an 89. This is professed. It's saying it's going to be like basically the best version that game's going to be. And why am I still in the draft?
Did you pick it up?
Get it?
Yeah, you got it. You're not drafting anymore.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, it made
You probably have to refresh your page. I had to refresh mine. Damn, that fucking sucks. That was my next one. That was my big okay, from here, I don't think there's sure bets anymore. I mean, there's a couple that I'm pretty convinced are going to score quite well, but how well is now the question. And I don't know if there's that many sure bets. I'm pivoting from the order.
I need to
change
look at something.
Oh, he's doing a quick research. He's doing a quick Google.
See, I don't need to. I'm already confident.
I'm gonna move a game up
Not that confident.
because I see the way the wind.
You're right, by the way. These guys need drinks. They have drinks, but they're not
They're not in frame.
me.
They're big Sonic cups. So if I put
drinks.
mine on the table,
I can
little
take.
blue shows up in
this-
Phil's shot and it's in mine. It's just annoying. It's in the way.
While he's doing that,
I have to remove games.
I saw that you said you liked Red Dead 2 a lot. I agree. I hope GTA 6 is going to be the best Rockstar game yet.
I think it will be.
I think so as well. As far as Red Dead Redemption 2, we all here like it. Great deal.
I really
we just
like
don't
it.
like it the same way other people do. Like
I
people
think
like
out of the
yourself.
three of us, I'm the highest on it.
I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is in contention for most overrated game of all time. But in that, I think it's more deserving than some other very highly rated games.
I will say it is overrated, but
I'm not mad
the
about
way
it.
you say it is so vitriolic.
But I'm not mad about the overrating of Red Dead Redemption 2. I still think Red Dead 2 is a great, phenomenal game, one of the greatest of all time. You should play
so
it if
good.
you've never played it.
It's
right?
just so good.
But I don't think it doesn't belong in my opinion in top 10 of all time lists, and it's very often in those top 10 lists.
Very much.
Very often. So I just don't think it's of that. But it doesn't frustrate me or confuse me say a Zelda Breath of the Wild confused. I don't understand the hype behind that one. I get it for games like Elden Ring. I get it for games like Tears of the Kingdom. I get it for games like Baldur's Gate 3. I kind of get it for Red Dead 2. But Breath of the Wild, I genuinely don't think is that great of a game. I would not call it great.
All right. I was between 3 games.
Uh-huh.
And me looking at previous works in either the series or from the developer has opened my eyes.
Oh, God, I think he's about to take what I was about to take.
My 3rd round pick going to Split Fiction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was I just moved it up the listing to get it on my next 2.
There was a beeping noise.
Yes, that's
Fantasy Critic.
Fantasy.
That
Critic.
means he's up.
Yes. All right. Well,
my favorite Rockstar game is probably Red Dead 2.
I'd say as well.
Mine is GTA 5. But overall, I like Red Dead as a franchise more than I like Grand Theft Auto. Gentlemen, I'm jumping over.
I just have more fun in like the Western, like role playing in the Western world than I do
Sure.
like modern day in a city. You know, like it's still really fun, but like I can just get into like the world of Red Dead easier.
More so than being a common thug.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I want to be an outlaw.
Exactly. Way cooler.
My next one, also again a little bit of a heart pick, but I genuinely think this one is going to outperform the first one. I think we're at our second time up to bat. We've established ourselves as a studio. We've established ourselves in the engine we're using and all the technologies, and we know our gameplay loop. We know what worked. We know what didn't work. We had the benefit of updating the original game and making it so much better and more fun to play. I'm going Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That was one of the other 2 games I was thinking.
Yeah. Listen, the first one got an 83 on OpenCritic. Not the greatest in the world, but I think Kojima and Kojima Productions learned a lot of lessons from that first game. And I think after all of their work with the director's cut, which made that game so much better, especially in the late game stuff, I think Death Stranding 2 on the beach, I think it's going to be a more coherent plot. I think it's going to be a better story. I think everything about the game is just going to be better. It's going to be weirder, but it's going to be better.
There's a lot more women.
There is a lot more women, which with Kojima, that's a scary thing. And then for my next one, I'm praying this works out for me. Because if it does, I think it's going to win me big. But I don't think the potential to lose is that high at all. I'm going Doom: The Dark Ages next.
Fuck! That was my
thing.
next pick.
It's not a certain thing, but it's a likely thing.
Doom Eternal, if I remember my research from yesterday, Doom Eternal got an 88. So if I'm still in that range with the Dark Ages, fucking awesome, great, perfect. And if not, what's the lowest? 83. All right, I'll take that 5-point differential, probable 5-point difference, unless it comes out and it sucks. I don't believe it will. It is really, really good at making Doom games. They're very good at it. So, I'm also very excited for that game.
All right.
Bill, back to you.
Back to me.
Pick number 4. Stop playing after you started using vehicles? Dude, that's the best part of the game. Start building roads, start upgrading equipment, start fighting BTs instead of running away from them.
The best part of the game is turning off the console. Hey,
you're funny. You never touched the game.
Never.
Just because I feel I would be remiss if I did not take it while I can. Grab Ghost of Yote.
Yotai.
It's Yote.
I'll defer to you.
It's Yote.
Do we believe Ghost is coming next year?
That's the thing. I don't know.
I don't believe Ghost is coming next year.
I wanted to do that one, but that seems like a game I could easily see being delayed.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, but it's going to get a date that I can drop it.
That's true.
For sure.
Just like GTA.
I guess that matters more to me because I'm already taking a bet with GTA 6. We don't know for certain. Okay, I'm Tavin's going to be upset at me.
Oh, here we go.
I'm choosing for my next game Avowed. I'm sticking with it. It is on my list no matter what.
You could have let that go around one more time.
I was going to say,
the thing is,
you've got so much time.
That's got time for that one.
We know it's coming out, and we've already got hands-on, and it's been very, very positive.
It has been quite positive.
I think it's a safe bet.
I don't think I don't think that's a bad pick at all. I just think it's a little early. You could have grabbed some better-looking games before.
See, but that's the thing. I would feel worse. I would feel better losing this Fantasy Critic and having Avowed on my list.
I mean, you're already used
than
to
the
it.
opposite. What?
You're already used to losing.
You've only done it every time. Well, fair enough.
All right. Your next pick, Connor? Pick number 5?
I would
Back to
forget
backs.
this
Back
shit.
to backs.
Not updating it. Do it. Let me do it, please. Please, let me do it.
Had to refresh.
Before I didn't have to do that. Did it sign me out? No? Oh, back down to my fucking thing. There we go. All right. Drafting once again. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Mhm.
Got words here?
I'm debating, but ultimately, let me double check to make sure it's not going to be some bullshit here. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm going to go for? Just because I saw what the last game got rated, and I feel like this one will be even higher. No, but then it's not. I could save that, though. I don't need to do that one, you know?
Are you sure that?
I think so. We'll find out. Yeah, you know, I have faith in this game. And I'm going to go with Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
No!
Oh, nice. Okay,
No!
I chose right. I chose right.
Damn it!
Good pick.
Yes.
Good pick.
Yeah, but I'm cucking you a lot, it seems.
God damn it! Fuck, you just fucked my whole shit up.
That had a nice style to it, and I was like, you know, don't even know if it's coming out this year, but I'll take a bet.
It's set for 25. Nothing hard, but you know, you never know.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right.
Fuck.
All right. Back to me.
I was hoping you forgot about that one.
Oh, I remember that one.
Ben Starr's in it.
He's in it.
That star.
Damn it.
Something.
A good metric of
If only you had time in between picks to look at these things.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Hey, lay off him, man.
Hey.
All right, I gotta start going out of
Leave me
order
alone.
because I gotta start. I thought I was gonna get different picks here.
I think I'm gonna go off book here. I'm going.
Book.
Yep.
I'm also about to go off book.
Grabbing Dragon Quest 1 and 2 H2 2D remake.
I thought they came out this year.
Nope. 3 did.
I'm kind of shocked that counted. Okay, cool.
Yeah, why not?
Because Fantasy Critic doesn't know what a remake is. Hey, wow, that one kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting. Not in love with 2 minutes. Round are we in now? 5, 6?
Round 5,
Round
about
5?
to go into round 6.
Yeah.
We have 9 first time pick.
Correct, yeah.
Yep.
So we'll do a little check-in after you do pick number 5.
Yeah. Man. How risky do I want to get here, gentlemen?
We'll see.
Really trying to get there? Are we trying to, what are we doing here? You know?
Can you afford it?
I just made fun of Phil.
Tavin.
You had all this time to research and do all this stuff.
So, Tavin, I will say, you already have 2 bets. The Mario game is very likely, but it's unannounced.
It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
Unannounced.
Same with Doom: The Dark Ages. Just a 2025.
I think Doom: The Dark Ages is more of a lock than you think.
that's a block.
Because what else is Xbox coming out with next year?
Fair enough.
Expedition 33.
Yeah.
Which, Doom is a better pick than that.
South of Midnight, you know.
South of Midnight scares me. That's the one that could go anyway. I'm going Rift of the Necrodancer.
Nice.
Really?
All right.
Has a date. Has 2 demos that the fans are very, very into. And yeah, I think this is the first game got 86. So if we're still in that realm, that's still a great pick.
Solid.
Yeah.
Following that up, I'm gonna go.
Oh, hang on. Let's do a quick check-in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everyone's
let's go ahead.
stuff so far. So, Coke Connoisseur, Connor has Elden Ring Night Rain, Grand Theft Auto 6, Sid Meier's Civ 7, Avowed, Player Obscure Expedition 33.
With the exception of Avowed, Connor's fucking cooking right now.
The exception, a guaranteed good score.
Shujima Productions, me. I have Monster Hunter Wilds, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Split Fiction, Ghost of Yote, and Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake.
Not mad at it.
Tasmania Games, Tavin over here, has Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, unannounced mainline 3D Mario platformer, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Doom the Dark Ages, and Rift of the Necrodancer.
The Kojima's dick sucker is in action.
Going into round number 6.
Listen, I'm swinging big, and if I connect, I connect. But if I don't, oof. I'm in trouble. Round number 6. Is it worth double dipping on potential? I don't think it is.
Thinking Mario Kart?
Thinking Mario Kart. I'm questioning it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to go with something probably a little more certain. And I'm going to go with... I'm going to do Sea of Stars.
Okay. Watchmaker.
Throes of the Watchmaker.
Is that a DLC or something?
It is a DLC.
It's a DLC.
Solid. Very, very good.
Bet for spring. What they got right now.
So they say.
Master game correction request.
Oh.
Is it not there?
Happening. If you see an issue with a game on the site, release date, minimum release 5. What the fuck? Special notes. This is a free expansion and therefore may not get reviewed.
Yeah.
Is there a way to... I don't see like a thing.
I think Sabotage always puts out free DLC. I think the Messenger stuff was free.
Thing that I can...
So on this one, try to draft it on here so we can see what you're looking at.
So I guess they're messing with the Vice City remaster. Is that what I'm seeing down there? Mods are getting into shit. Because I do know that one sucked.
All right, it let you draft it that time.
That was weird. Okay. All right, Phil, we're on to you now.
On to me.
Moving on.
For my next pick, let's see, do I dare? Do I dare?
We gotta stop. You're just grabbing things that I'm just praying for now.
God.
See me, I'm cool as a cucumber.
Can
Gonna do it? You gonna do it?
I'm really thinking about it.
Is he gonna do it?
I'm really thinking about it, dude.
Do what?
I think there are 2 potential games that he's considering right now, both of which are uncertainties.
I'm really thinking about it.
One of which has burned us twice.
Literally 2 years in a row. But like, it's got to come out this year, right? Like,
That's right. Yeah, at some point, you're gonna be right.
Phil, I did this.
Throwing up shit at the wall.
Avowed. With Avowed, I did the same thing, and I'm getting confirmed.
Right, you have a date for Avowed, though. You had a date last year for Avowed, and it got pushed, but now you have a certain date. We haven't seen Hollow Knight in like 3 years.
Whoa, you're talking about Hollow Knight?
Hey, no one put a name on it.
No one did at all.
I mean, that is what I'm
about.
talking
What
about.
the fuck were you thinking?
You're just saying things.
All right, with this guy.
Throwing up shit at the wall, it's gonna stick, right? I'm going Hollow Knight Silksong.
I almost did it.
I gotta go Hollow Knight Silksong. It burned me last year. It burned you the year before.
Yep. I almost did it. If it made it back around, I would have grabbed it, but I didn't think it was going to, and I don't know.
See the post I sent to you on Twitter? It has something to do with Hollow Knight. It was announced back in 2023 to come out back in 2023, and someone was bringing that up and putting just
Not announced in 20.
The Naruto thing?
Yeah, because it's like the stupid music of when someone lies to you or some stupid thing happens.
We're making a show,
Yeah.
guys.
So you're excused.
Let's
Hollow Knight
focus up.
Silksong is just one of the mini games dropping in Xbox Game Pass in 2023.
Oh, right. Yes, because the Xbox had their thing of all these games are releasing within a calendar year, and then Hollow Knight disappeared.
I think I did the thing where I saw that you sent me that. I was like, why the fuck did Connor send me this like clip of Naruto?
Yeah.
And I didn't like see what it was linked to, like what it was attached to.
I thought that'd be a problem.
I just had no idea.
Well,
I I was very lost the other day
Well,
at that.
I guess Connor likes that song.
It was so long, dude. The video was so long.
It's the entire song. Okay, I'm gonna go
Wow.
with something. What?
There's something on my list that I'm surprised has not been grabbed yet.
Really?
I know what it is.
Yeah. But go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead, and because I think it's going to be good. I was iffy about it last year when it was originally announced to come out, and then I regretted taking it off my list. And then no, I had to get it off my list because it wasn't coming out. I'm going to go Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yep.
Wow.
I think I'm hoping for this game. I'm hoping for it.
This is one of them Connor games that,
It is.
that he
Really
keeps hoping
is.
he keeps hoping is going to be big banger, and it's never a banger.
You never know.
Not for me.
This is his Stalker 2 pick of the year.
Well, it's just funny because anytime I hear this game, I think of all the clips from SGF where people are watching it, and then Jeff he says Kingdom, but like there's like a slight pause, and he says Come Deliverance 2 instead of Kingdom Hearts.
Now my other one.
Yeah.
Hard indeed.
You're hard right now?
I was about to say, are you describing yourself?
Soft.
Are you?
I'm flaccid.
You want to fix that?
No.
I can
Oh, town.
My life's
Again.
a fucking nightmare.
hop down right
So I'm going to choose Little Nightmares 3.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I had done a little bit of research. The last game was like high 80s.
It's a different developer now.
Low, even better. There we go. I'm more confident.
Even better, he says.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
are watching this man tank his first
All right.
9 so fast.
Tavin, he doesn't realize that we can bid after the.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize that neither of us even had that in the back of our
Not
minds.
even a little bit.
Not even up our sleeves.
Hey.
No, not even on my list. To be
I
frank,
guess I know what our counter picks are this year. By the way, we forgot to mention we're reducing the number of counter picks from 3 to 2.
from 3 to 2, and we're introducing a super drop where
Yeah.
we're allowed to drop anything no matter what.
Also, if it gets counter
Once.
picked, it's locked in.
Yeah, it's locked onto your list.
Even if it gets delayed out of the year, it's stuck on your list.
It is locked onto your list, glommed there. I dare somebody to counterpick Hollow Knight again. I dare you.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna do it.
I dare you. You're gonna draft Ghost. You're gonna counterpick Ghost of Yote, aren't you?
No,
All
no.
right.
As of right now, I'm counterpicking a Connor game.
This is where we get tricky.
Yeah.
We're on round 7,
Yes, sir.
so I have 3 games left. I've been pretty good about drafting things that are like either Phil adjacent or like things that Phil wants to try out. You know, I've never played a Dragon Quest game. I'd like to give Dragon Quest 1 and 2 Remake a try.
I also want to try it.
Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be one of my first Monster Hunter games. It's probably not one of my first Monster Hunter game I'm going to try out.
I'm really mad that you grabbed that first round.
Yeah.
I was certain you were going for GTA 6 the first round.
No. It's like we've been talking about. There's no guarantee that it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm of full belief that it's coming out this year. Or sorry, 2025. I'm speaking as if it's already 2025.
Close enough.
Close enough. I'm fully in the camp that it's going to come out this year. But you know, there's always that chance, right?
Always the chance.
I'm a huge Ghost of Tsushima fan. Ghost of Yote, you know, if it doesn't come out, it's going to get a date, like I said. I'm going for more field representation here. I'm grabbing Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii.
I was about to get it if you didn't.
Good pick.
Not because it's not gonna be like major points, but it's good points. It's solid points for sure. Like guaranteed solid points. I don't think it's gonna do as well as Infinite Wealth.
No shot.
Yeah, but
I think it's going to be
do
84.
better. I think it's gonna do better than Ishin, which was 81.
84.
So yeah,
That's what I'm reaching for there.
perfectly reasonable.
So in the chat, you were compared to a Russian celebrity,
Ooh.
Garrick Karlamov.
Varlamov, yeah.
I looked it up. I see what they're
Are
doing.
they correct? Let me see.
Just look through those a
Found
little bit.
my clone.
Through the yeah, I see it. Like, especially when he has the beard.
mostly in this one.
Yeah, that one the most. Yeah,
He's a little
I can
chunkier than
see-
you are in the
He is.
face.
Send
But
that.
you're
send
covered.
that.
You're covered by a beard.
Yeah. He's chunkier than me for sure. But also, you know, if you add 10 years to me, what do I look like in 10
Sure.
years? And shave my beard? That you know, that's not unbelievable.
That was like that kind of look that he's got is the most. It's the
See,
beard.
that kind of looks like you, Connor.
Does it?
I don't
When
see.
you-
I don't see Connor at all
When you
there.
smile and you got a dumb look, like not like you, but like a brother of yours, I would say.
He just like slips.
Some of these,
in a
some
dumb
of these,
look.
I see it. Some of
I've
these I
been
see it.
I've been most commonly like for most people that I work with. I'm gonna pull up this actor real quick that I look like.
In the meantime, I'm grabbing. What am I grabbing? So this is 7 and 8. I don't know about that game. Okay. I think I'm going to grab one that I think is going to give me solid points. I think is guaranteed for this year, and I think would be foolish to counterpick. I'm going to go rematch.
Oh, the
soccer game.
Yes, yes.
Slow clap, Sifu guys, the soccer game.
I think that's a safe bet.
Yep. And
They make quality.
Yeah. And then from there, number 8.
I've been told.
Let me relook at what I have so far.
Been told that I look like Tom Arnold.
Metal Gear Solid Delta, unannounced 3D Mario, Death Stranding 2, Doom: The Dark Ages, Rift of the Necrodancer, Sea Stars, Throws of the Watchmaker, and Rematch. I fully believe all 7 of those games are coming out this year.
I've been told I look like Tom Arnold.
Kind of see it
Just
a little bit.
yeah.
I'd believe if he was related to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White guy glasses. Well, Tavin, we're related, remember?
Yeah, right. I'm fairly certain everything I've drafted so far is coming this next calendar year. Pretty certain of that. So I'm gonna grab one that I'm not so certain of. While I can.
Mario Kart?
Mario Kart 9.
Oh shit, dude.
I'm gonna do it. I think unannounced next mainline
console.
console game Mario Kart.
That's the one.
That is the most dangerous one I've selected so far, but I do fully believe I think Nintendo has been stocking up ammo. You know, we know those Zelda remasters exist. We know they're done. We know they're sitting on a shelf.
You're talking about Wind Waker and Twilight Princess?
Yes. Connor, we've covered stories about Mario Kart 9 for at least 2 years now.
I mean, they just finished off the Booster Course Pass this year.
Was that this year that they finished that off?
That was this year.
It feels like a year ago.
I know.
Whatever. But
It was early in the year, yeah.
I specifically remember in my Nacogdoches apartment covering a story about Mario Kart 9.
Dude, that was like 2
And
years ago.
how it's well into development back then. I believe, well, can be wrong about this. This is definitely my biggest like.
That's your biggest if.
That's my biggest if so far. But I fully believe Nintendo is going hard in the paint this year. I think you launch Switch 2 March-ish, maybe April. You launch with Metroid Prime. Very shortly after that, it's a 3D Mario game. And then I think in the fall, we get Mario Kart 9.
Last 2.
It's the Switch year, so
It's the Switch year. I think they want it. And then somewhere in there, you pepper in your re-releases, you pepper in your remasters, your remakes, your dumb little smaller indie projects that you don't really care about, and it's just the year of Switch 2, 100% all the way. Or
I'm like, let's hope.
Or I just gave y'all an easy counter pick, you know.
True.
So
the thing is, if we do counterpick, it's like we're fucked. We're gonna lose hella points.
hella points. It's a dangerous counter pick if it goes in my favor.
Can you real quick? I don't because I'm about to make a pick. Can you look up the Open Critic for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
Do your own research.
Well, it's his.
I'll
game.
do it right now.
Yeah.
What are you getting next?
I'm grabbing Pokemon Legends ZA.
I was waiting for it.
It was on my list. I was thinking about it.
Is that a safe bet to you?
I think so. Pokemon literally skipped releasing something this year,
They did.
so they can put this one
Also,
out.
Legends Arceus has scored fairly
84.
well. 80, yeah, 84.
Oh yeah. So is this more like the traditional Pokemon games? or
No,
more like
it is.
Arceus?
It is a
Okay.
direct
this
sequel
is
to Legends Arceus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the big thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even still, people give Pokemon too many points.
But
just because
Legends
it's Pokemon.
Arceus was legitimately like
Yeah.
such a great
No, yeah.
like game and such a
with you.
different like departure from like the norm with
Mario-
just enough of the regular
Yeah.
stuff in there.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a 92.
Jesus, yeah, I'm not counterpicking that shit. Are you kidding me?
It's dangerous.
too scary, dude.
It's dangerous. Let me see what the original Mario Kart 8 Open Critic. Mario Kart 8 was an 88. The Deluxe did better by 4 points.
Well, I mean, it's because no one cared about Wii U.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but I think Mario Kart rises above that. But I mean,
it played-
88 is still
it played better on Switch than it did.
Oh,
Wii
for
U.
sure. Yeah, it was a better package on Switch.
Got-
One
you
of the
got
few examples of
Link
like
on
a
there.
re-release being better.
Villager came with the good.
Connor, we're back to you. Your final 2 picks, sir.
Yeah. I was gonna make a pick, but now I saw this game.
Nintendo only makes Mario games? What are you talking
They
about?
make so many games, and it says it suits every game developer, and then they say Pokemon Pokemon.
What was this game? I saw it on here when I was looking at things.
Stick around in the chat for when we do our top 10 games of the year.
True.
I'm sure Pokemon will come back up again.
I'm positive
in
it
some
will.
form or fashion. Discussion about Pokemon will come back up.
Indeed.
I'm going to do Kingdom Hearts 4. No. That's not the most out there.
Wouldn't be the most outrageous
Honestly?
thing.
It's not.
I could see it coming out next year.
I could too, yeah.
I could absolutely see it.
There's a world in which that happens.
August.
I think that's one of those ones, though, we kind of wait and see if it's
100%.
announced, and then you'll be more certain.
But we also need to see, like,
Gameplay.
Kingdom Hearts runs the gambit on quality.
Yeah.
So, like,
They do.
You know.
Not when it comes to numbered titles.
Okay.
What was 3? You know?
3, I think, got an 80.
Of the numbered titles, 2 is the lowest, which is insane.
Right.
So, for my next game, I'm taking a bit of a bet
84.
here. It might not even come out this year, but it's come off as very grand, and I think it has high potential.
Grandiose.
And I'm going to go with Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's that massive open world, like action adventure game that has like cool shit in it from the trailers we've seen, but it hasn't come out yet. So, and we haven't seen hands-on. I don't believe yet.
Connor, I think you're tanking in this
What the
back
hell?
half of your list here, dog.
Oh, you just always are.
Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, if it comes out and it's good, like good, but
More
like
power to you, but yeah,
I've seen nothing about this.
Oh, I've seen tons of
it's
stuff.
been in a bunch of stuff. It's
Really?
been in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it
just
was one
remember-
of those that like I didn't know it off the name, and then as soon as I saw images, I went, "Oh yeah, this one."
I don't recognize this man. So.
Nobody's grabbed Assassin's Creed Shadows yet. I've noticed.
Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe it'll be up for bid.
And I think
This is your last pick,
yes.
just so you know. Final round.
Final pick. Where are you
Before
going?
counter picks.
Before counter picks.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got to do them now.
No. I said
No.
Final round before
it's gonna
counter
go back
before
around.
counter picks.
Counter picks might
Starts
jump-
with you.
Does it start with me?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Starts with you.
Yeah. I'm just double checking something to make sure I'm not going out of my ass.
I've got
here.
5 games left on my research.
I've got like 10.
A bunch of bullshit on that list, huh?
Not a bunch of bullshit, you know. Just stuff I was toying around with. I haven't ranked it from like this game's gonna be really good / like I'm excited for this game, and then going down lower, you know.
You know, it's a game.
There's still some high stuff that I had on
only-
there that
I
I'm just
only-
gonna wait for bids.
Yeah, I only ranked and ordered like the first like 10 games on my list, and from there I was like, I'm just gonna freestyle it.
I would just like as stuff started getting announced, I would like move stuff like up.
That's
and move
true.
things
Yeah, you've been
down.
doing it over the year. I just looked at the calendar yesterday.
So you did it on stream, right?
Yeah, I did it on stream.
Yeah. I've had this like mixing since like September.
You know, they seem confident
Building.
in this game. It's looked amazing anytime we've seen it.
Ooh,
It's not one you guys would think of, but we're kind of at the point where we're not really
sure.
going for that.
Connor, your last 4 games are not ones I think of.
Neither for me, for you.
What do you mean last 4? You literally complained with him about getting Clair Obscura Edition 33.
This one, Philip, including this one.
But he hasn't
Hasn't
picked
happened
it.
Picked it.
I'm going to choose Kazan, the first Berserker.
See, that's good.
Actually,
First
that's not,
Berserker
a bad, that's
Kazan.
not a bad one at all. That's not a bad one at all.
The first Berserker Kazan, my
Yeah,
apologies.
exactly. Kazan, first Berserker Kazan.
Yeah.
My final pick. Fuck, dude.
None of that got picked up.
Huh?
What?
That did not get picked up. Your final pick. Continue.
My final pick. God, I don't know.
I'm between 2. They are of similar styles. One, I'm not so certain is coming this year. One, I am sure is coming this year. But the one that I'm not so sure about coming, I think is going to be of higher quality. That's the trick. Everything else, I'm just going to leave up to bidding.
Yeah. Do I be like extra Phil and grab Borderlands 4? Do I do that?
If you do, you lock in Connor's counter pick.
Don't look at me like that. I
Where did Borderlands 3 get it?
like 82, something like that.
81.
Close. It's close.
You were close.
I didn't even research that. I was going off of what I would give it.
And just vibes.
Just vibes. Let's see. Oof. Had a Tavin on stream moment right there.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland's got a 78.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that game's better than Borderlands 3.
That's silly.
That is better than Borderlands 3?
No.
No, he agrees with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I think it shouldn't be that much lower than Borderlands 3.
I mean, it's not that much lower.
Is it not?
3 points.
78?
78 from 81?
Oh, I for whatever reason, my headcanon of it being 82 was, I made it correct.
Okay.
I would have given it like an 80, you know?
I think Wonderlands is a good head and shoulders better.
Really? No, I don't think it plays better.
I think it plays similarly enough to where it doesn't matter that much.
There are some aspects that I think we're doing too much.
The game board stuff.
Game board stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the I like the creativeness of the weapons, but I wish like a lot of them were a little too similar. Like there were creative choices, but like a lot of the choices were too similar.
I'm curious if that's
to each other.
I'm curious if that's a class thing because I played that game dramatically differently than you based off of my class.
Fair. But I mean, I played that game dramatically different from how I play other Borderlands games.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Let's see. What do I want for my final pick? This is actually a really tight like draft. Aside from Connor. Aside from three of your last 4 picks. 3 of your last 4 picks are questionable.
Those are haters.
Sure. Personal data of yours is
for
sale online.
It is, Tavin.
I'll figure that out later.
Oh no, I have a VPN still active.
I like VPNs. They're pretty cool.
I do too. They keep me safe from the government.
Connor looks like Dr. Connors in the Marvel Spider-Man 2 game.
I wonder how you came to that
game?
conclusion.
I kind of see it.
I haven't seen it in the game.
Dr. Connors?
In the game?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Dr. Connors from the game.
Yeah.
I haven't seen... Oh, wait.
He's in the game. You fight him.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's a major story arc.
He's a whole guy.
Sorry, when you said Marvel Spider-Man 2, I thought you meant Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, no.
Gotcha.
Not in that game.
I see. I didn't play the Amazing Spider-Man games.
I played the first one.
I'm just gonna. Even though you have another pick, I'm just gonna speak out loud. I'm between Outer Worlds 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that's coming next year.
Do I?
Slay the Spire 2.
Ugh. Why?
What do you mean? Why?
What? That do?
Slay the Spire is
I'm
huge.
thinking of Killing Floor 3.
No.
Excuse me.
Slay the Spire is huge.
Aren't those liked as well though?
Not
Like
really
80s,
well.
don't they?
No. No, those are hard 70s.
And Mafia: The Old Country. But like,
see, I looked at Mafia: The Old Country.
But the other Mafia games are hot garbage review-wise.
None of them
are more than 80.
None of them break 80.
Yeah,
they're all in the 70s.
Like 76, 78, right?
So
like,
even though I think this game has the highest chance, I think it's too much of a risk based off of just previous experience.
But like, are they on their shit this year?
It might be because it looks good.
Looks good.
I think that's the Star Wars Outlaws of this year.
Do you think so?
It might be.
Or are you just saying that so I don't grab it so you can?
I'm not grabbing it. You haven't named you haven't named either of my final pick of my potential final pick.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm throwing all those out the window. I'm going Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Good. Ooh, good.
Safe bet.
Good. That was good. That's a good pivot. That's a really good pivot.
I was like, I don't like any of these.
I'm between Dispatch and Mixtape. Is where I'm at.
Ooh, Dispatch. I forgot about.
Yeah, I'm not certain Dispatch is coming this next year.
Oh, but it would be so cool.
It would be so good, and I think it is going to score better than Mixtape will.
I think it will.
Mixtape, I think, is going to do better than all of these other friendly whatever things. I think Mixtape rises above the pack.
Mixtape? Is that one?
It's the one that's during the summer.
No. I know the game. I'm trying to think. Is it Devolver or is it the other one?
I don't think it's Devolver. Because that was what I was going to do, but I was like, you know what? No one's going to go for it right now. Tavin probably forgot it. So
Were you thinking mixtape? Is that what?
Yes. I was literally going to do that. That was the one I was debating between.
Fantasy Critic doesn't have.
I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing it right now.
Details.
Oh.
But I'm grabbing mixtape. I think it's more certain to happen this year.
Beethoven and Dinosaur. So,
I thought. Oh, Annapurna. I was looking for the publisher.
Dope. So I think that kind of rounds out my my indie side of things there.
Yeah.
I think we're looking pretty okay right there. So shall we? Before we counterpick, should we do our final?
Let's do a quick another run through real quick.
So here, I got it right here. Starting with me, Tasmania Games. I have Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, unannounced mainline 3D Mario platformer, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach.
Use you.
A burger. Doom: The Dark Ages, Rift of the Necrodancer, Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker, Rematch, Mario Kart unannounced mainline console game, and mixtape. Shujima Productions, Phil Shu, has Monster Hunter Wilds, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Split Fiction, Ghost of Yotei, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, Pokemon Legends Z, and Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound. And then Connor, Coke Connoisseur, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Grand Theft Auto 6, Sid Meier's Civilization 7. That's the one I'm really mad about.
Yeah.
Is the Civ 7.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way. There's no way Connor's
I
gonna
want to
get
say
that.
I had that one pegged for like my 3rd or 4th round.
Okay, so I would have just gotten it
Yeah.
before you did. Damn, that blows. Avowed, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Little Nightmares 3, Crimson Desert, and the first Berserker Kazan.
Tavin, you're on the board for your first counter pick.
I am!
Where are we going?
It's one of Connor's, I just don't know which one.
Sure.
I'm going to go Little Nightmares. I don't have faith in that game at all.
All right.
But if it turns out that this is this is a mistake of a choice, and I should be going Kingdom Come Deliverance,
I think the fact that it's a different developer, I think you're pretty safe. Let me look at. It's not really going to matter, but Little Nightmares 2, I think.
Thank you, Olvi.
Pretty well.
it did like 83?
82.
82.
So, I mean, I think worst case you're losing like 10, 11 points.
Probably somewhere around there, but we're gonna find out. Moving on.
Yep.
Bill, your counter pick. Where are you going?
For me, I'm also going on Connor's list.
Easy.
Grabbing Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert's one of those ones that like it could surprise us. I think,
That's why I'm going for it.
but I don't think it's not gonna like surprise us like heavy. But
You have no clue about that.
It'll be like, oh, it was actually pretty good, like 85. Cool. Type experience. Connor.
It'd also be a 72.
Now for my least favorite part of this entire game.
Yeah, it's tough.
Draft counterpick sucks. Mainly, I hate that we do this one where it's like you can't do it until you decide you want to fill out your counterpick list.
What are you saying?
Like decide later on down the line, not be forced to choose one right out the gate.
Oh,
from just a small
you would
selection.
rather us not have to draft one from the beginning.
Yeah, I hate this part.
Okay,
I think
that
it's
was
stupid.
not clear at all from what he
I
said.
speak Connor.
Yeah, you know.
Ooga gabba, ooga the baba.
Connor, not at the table.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I won't say it again.
Inappropriate, dude.
At this point, I think my best bet is to counterpick a game that isn't confirmed to be coming out this year.
Okay.
Here we go.
Because quality-wise, nothing really
Which Mario is he
points
going
out.
for?
I'm not going for any of the Marios. I think those are more likely than some of the other named games on this list.
You have to go Ghost.
I was thinking about that. I'm not going to, solely because it's not worth the risk. Whereas these other ones, even if I'm wrong about it and it does come out, it's not going to be Ghost of Yotai level.
I don't think any of the unconfirmed ones are worth the risk.
I don't think so either.
Which one is not confirmed? Hollow Knight? That's not.
Bro, if he counterpicks it for the second year in a row,
I'm not. No.
Now I'll say I'm a little concerned about Hollow Knight's development. If they're taking this long and being this quiet
it's
about
been at this point at 2025, 8 years.
yeah, it's been a long time.
So to go back from when we were first drafting the game, Sea of Stars, the points is based just off whether they give it or we're going to give it points regardless of how it goes.
What are you saying?
What are you
Because
talking
the whole
about?
thing was it was recommending maybe to not do it because it might
Yeah,
not
because
get
it may
scored.
not get
It might not
reviews.
get
It
scored.
may not go
So
yeah.
it might be. Remember in the first year you drafted that shitty mobile Final Fantasy game?
Yeah.
It might be like that where it just doesn't get an open critic page.
Yeah.
Is that him or was that me?
That was him.
That was me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
It
I
was
was
like the 99 Battle Royale Final Fantasy game.
No, it was the Ever Crisis,
Crisis.
which is the entire compilation in one.
What?
Yeah. So it's a like a chibi version of the original game.
Oh, okay.
Crisis Core. It came with its own original content too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, the other one I'm tempted to do is Like a Dragon. Solely because, even though it's going to score well, it's like Man with No Name, or erased his name, got like an 80%.
Sure. I mean, at that point, you're just mitigating point
Yes.
loss.
But
I think off the back of Infinite Wealth, that's a bad choice.
But Infinite Wealth is one of their more mainstay ones. This is one of the more side projects.
It is more
whereas
of a,
those
it is
haven't
more of
been
a
as much.
spin-off.
Also, like a Dragon Gaiden, the one that
erase
takes
his
place. No, that one, but also the one that takes place in Japan.
Ishin.
Yeah, that was 70s somewhere.
81.
So, point is, I'd be losing points. I'd be losing less than some other ones out
I
there.
mean, honestly, I see where you're at there. It's not your worst choice.
But
I think at this point, Like a Dragon has the people's voice.
it does.
And so I think it's going to garner points that may or may not be deserved. So I think you might be biting yourself in the ass there.
I've heard this game plays so good too. I've heard
Previews?
it. Oh yeah, people have like played it and like seen a bunch of stuff from it.
Oh,
So.
cool.
I've heard it plays very, very fun.
So I'm erring on the side of Sea of
Plus, it's
Stars.
Majima, dude. You know.
Also, my whole problem with Yakuza and Like a Dragon is they take themselves too seriously for the world that they create for themselves. And this one seems to be going, nah, we're doing dumb shit.
They do and they don't.
Yeah.
Anything with Majima in it does not take it seriously.
Yeah, you know,
Kiryu-chan.
I'm just going to go with Sea of Stars. There's a potential the DLC
That's the
doesn't
best.
hit either.
That's probably the best pick.
That's a good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah. It was either that or, I don't know,
I think worst case you're losing 15 points.
Which sucks, but
Worst case. But I think there's like a 70% chance you don't lose any.
I mean, yeah.
okay.
There we go.
That's the draft.
That's the draft.
Now
Well,
could be scummy in the shadows.
I'm scared.
This is a really interesting draft. I'm really excited.
This is a nervous one right here.
I'm very
I
excited.
was feeling much more confident coming off of last year's draft. Fucked it up in the middle of the year. If I don't do that, I'm in a good place.
Very excited.
Just so you know, apparently your mic will sometimes make an echo when you're speaking loudly.
Well,
I don't know if that's a
it's
consistent problem.
coming through other microphones. That's the
yeah,
issue.
That's the problem that's happening.
That's our issue. We have noise gates up for each of our microphones, but sometimes when we're a little too boisterous or like if our microphones are too close together, mostly it's mine.
Boisterous.
Just because, you know, they pick each other up. They each pick up our voices. It's something we're actively trying to fix, but you know, it is what it is.
Limitations.
Until we can get higher quality mics, you know.
And these are pretty high quality mics. They're just not built for podcast mics.
I just mean like, you know, like directional mics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, satisfying.
For 10 minutes to understand this.
Yeah, I don't understand what he's saying, but that's the show.
That's the show. Yeah, that's our draft. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about this throughout the year as we go. So very exciting. I'm very excited for 2025 as a year for games, you know?
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a good year.
It's going to be fun.
I think, honestly, from like first blush, honestly, this is the first year that like, what is Sony up to? You know, other than Ghost.
Yeah,
right.
That's the one. And I almost thought about putting Wolverine on my list somewhere.
That was on my list of like things to think about.
Yeah, because I'm almost considering the idea that Wolverine comes before Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I don't know
I think
about
it's
that.
I think it's possible.
It is possible. I mean, I could see the world where, sure, we had the Insomniac leaks happen earlier this year. And so maybe because of that, they are like holding off on sharing anything new.
Possibly.
But like in the world that we see the announcement trailer for Yote and we see all the stuff that we've seen, and like they gave us the 2025 thing and they didn't even give us a year for Wolverine. They just said,
yeah, but they also announced Wolverine 4 years ago.
And
earlier,
Wolverine
yes.
did have some test
Is that true?
footage
4
released.
years?
It got announced in 2020.
Yeah. Cinematic.
Dude, fucking time is a construct.
Yeah, bro.
It's a flat circle, dude.
Yeah. 2020, 2021.
Somewhere around
It was
there.
released in pandemic times.
The trailer?
Yeah, like lockdown, hardcore, COVID is a problem.
Okay.
Because it was also announced alongside KOTOR Remake, Spider-Man 2, God of War,
You're right.
something.
Yeah, that was the same. Like kind of. I think
Ragnarok?
it might have been 2020.
Ragnarok announced in that same thing? That's a banger
It
fucking
was 21.
showcase.
It was 21 then.
22, 20, 21.
It was 2021 because we did a reaction for that.
No, but I think that was an updated trailer, wasn't it? That wasn't the first trailer that we got
For Wolverine?
for Ragnarok.
Oh, I don't know.
I know what reaction you're talking about because I was.
That's our biggest video.
We didn't do the one where Wolverine, KOTOR, all that other shit. We didn't do reactions yet. And then that one that you're talking about, I was in my Nacogdoches apartment for that. But I feel like we already knew about Ragnarok because that was also the one where, spoilers for Ragnarok, that was the one that showed the aftermath of the Heimdall fight. And he's all like bloody and fucked up.
Death can have me when it earns me.
Such a great game. Game of the year. Get out of here.
Yeah, of course, thank you so much for watching this lovely episode. As I said, throughout the year on the Piggy Bank, we'll be chiming in as to how it's going. It's so much fun. I love doing Fantasy Critic every year. It's probably one of my favorite times of the year when we get together and we talk about all the games. And who doesn't love video games, you know? Crazy people.
People who don't like it.
This is a year where there's still stuff to go grab, which I didn't feel.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that last year. And I didn't fully feel it the first year that we did it either. But I think that's just because there were the big banger games, and then like not a whole lot else.
I mean, there was stuff to grab. You could see
stuff to grab. Yeah, but this year I think there is big bangers, but also a myriad of that sort of like upper mid tier.
Yeah, I think I played more games this year than any other time we've done this podcast. I played a lot of games.
Did you really?
I played a lot. Yeah,
I thought you were down this year from last.
I had a lot more for my top 10 list that I had to throw out.
Cool. We're about to get right into that over at twitch.tv/TwoPennyGames.
Stay tuned. Thank you, Olvi, for hanging out in the chat and hanging out. We are still going to be going live, so don't go anywhere. We're about to get into our top 10 games of the year discussion over here on twitch.tv/TwoPennyGames. But boys, let's close out this episode of the Piggy Bank and let's say goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's go.